It's because the manga is short and has only 11 chapters. There, the end of the video. Okay, I promise there's more to it. So, I guess I can give a review on it. What's up guys, your average AndyTuber here, bringing you guys yet another anime review video. Well, technically it's a manga review, but in today's video, we'll be talking about the most relatable MC in probably all of anime, the lovable Bocchi. Bocchi The Rock finished its anime adaptation not that long ago, and I have honestly desired more Bocchi content after its ending, so I decided to give the manga a try, as I always do with series I like. In this video, not only will I talk about the plot points that will occur in the first few 13 chapters as of this recording, but also how extremely different the tone of the manga is compared to the anime in terms of its presentation. So, before I discuss the anime, I'll be rather brief. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see, and also follow my social media as more exclusive content like Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. As always, this video is more of a free sample at your local Costco kind of analysis of what occurs after the anime. So if you want to wait super long for the anime adaptation to come or read the manga yourself, you don't have to watch. For those who have read or want to experience the manga, sit back and enjoy today's viewing. The first thing I noticed drastically different about the manga that's not very common with most similar manga is the way the panels are structured. Instead of the average right to left, like 8 panels per page layout, the manga follows a down to right structure with a total of 8 illustrations each page. I was not used to this kind of reading. My little below 40 IQ brain had trouble reading up until I was finished reading the series. The art style is very similar to the anime, with minor differences like their eyes compared to each other. Honestly, when reading the manga, it felt more like I was reading a newspaper comic strip of the latest Garfield issue.
Hey, John, it's what I do.
As of the story, the first 2 chapters after the anime ended are more your average Bocchi comedy that fans are used to and would enjoy after finishing the anime. But after that, this is the part of the story where the series is starting to get a bit serious, where the characters feel like their stakes are at risk. Bocchi comically spends all her ad revenue trying to flex on her fans, leaving her in crippling debt and having to continue playing in her band. Throughout the manga, new characters are introduced, adding onto the relationships with Bocchi, adding the comedy, and even giving motivation to our introverted protagonist. Aiko Sato is someone who writes kotaku as blogs, ripping on bands, and wishes she could write about an actual good band, which is when she stumbles upon the GOAT Guitar Hero. She is able to conclude that Bocchi is a guitar hero and tries to interview her, but is instead kicked out of the school for good reasons, as she is a grown-ass woman looking for a child at her school.
Well, I was actually coming out here to pick up a cupcake and then go back home.
She then finds Bocchi in the band and full-on exposes Bocchi's secret in front of everyone. A woman like this that Bocchi was trying to greatly hide in season 1 would surely cause a lot of drama between everyone. Instead, anticlimactically, the gang doesn't really care that Bocchi is guitar hero and accepts it with face value. And honestly, this isn't as bad as it may sound, as it just adds on to the comedic factor that this manga follows. So, Sato praises Bocchi's talent instead, ignoring the band and saying that Bocchi has talent and should sing by herself because she says that their band was full on mid. They all kick Sato out, with Bocchi learning to appreciate all the memories she made with the band, whether good or bad. I think Sato isn't my favorite character. I would say I kinda dislike her, but man, her small interaction with everyone left a huge impact on the whole band. Because of her comments, the band is more determined to improve their performance so they won't be called trash again and become professional together. They then decide to perform a rock festival, and that's what the current arc is focused about. You get introduced to a rival band, more their leader Otsuki Yoyoko, who is intrigued by Kesako band at Otsuki goes and watches them perform. This reminds me of a drastic difference of the anime versus the manga. Remember those cool moments in the anime where the band plays these fire ass songs with sometimes 3D renders being used for the characters? All of that doesn't exist in the manga. They do perform, of course, but there's no actual song or panels of the characters actually singing lyrics. I understand why the anime decided to add these songs, as you can't have a music anime without the music. It's just that if you're an anime only expecting new songs to read at least, then unfortunately the manga doesn't have any of those. I honestly thought it'd be like this one manga I read called Uramichi Onisan, where they had actual songs in the manga that were sung / written in each panel that were then adapted into the anime. It would be nice to see some original songs from the mangaka themselves, but it's just a minor nitpick I had. Otsuki honestly reminds me of a veteran version of Bocchi. Now hear me out first. Otsuki and her band started 3 years ago and had a falling out with a lot of members who left, only remaining a few. Otsuki constantly brags about her internet clout regarding them as her friends, but is said to not have any friends outside the band. There are many shots where Bocchi and Otsuki are mirrored in a way where they're different but very alike. Hell, you could even say Otsuki cared about Ketsuko band because she saw herself in Bocchi. The parallelism of the two characters could honestly be a way of telling what Bocchi's future could be like if she actually succeeds. Besides the comparison, I honestly love Otsuki's comedic moments of being very loud while also being a complete loner outside her band, but also gives Kesako band advice on how to improve, which honestly leads up to where the current arc is, with the best character development of the entire series for a character that I thought was pretty underdeveloped in season 1, that being Kita. Kita is a very outgoing person who can hang with almost anyone, but she sees herself as someone dull and uninteresting and looks up to people who have more daring personalities, but also envies them. With the help of Bocchi, surprisingly, she decides that instead of trying to improve on her singing, she should accept that she's a member of Kesako band who shares a similar goal with everyone else, and that it isn't that deep. This character development honestly surprised me, as not only did Kita learn something, but so did Bocchi. That being that those around her have stuff they're anxious about, and she isn't the only one. Overall, the manga is a must read for Bocchi fans alike, as we're probably not seeing an anime adaptation soon with how few chapters are released. There is a lot of content to enjoy from the manga that it honestly didn't feel like I read 11 chapters. The Bocchi manga is a good 8.5 out of 10, similar to the anime rating, but I honestly think the manga will be ranked higher once we see the band in action in the later arcs. Thank you to anyone who stuck around to the end, as well as thank you for my previous video doing way better than my recent videos. It's 2023 and getting a Bocchi video out honestly felt like the right move, as I wonder how the manga was like back in 2022. And I apologize for not getting this video out on the weekend. I was pretty busy this weekend, not doing any cool stuff like going to parties and shit. Just like spending time with my family because I have break. My break is over and I'm going back to school. But I'll be back to my regular routine. Well, regular routine, but I do try to plan for my New Year's resolution to upload a lot. Yeah, I promise to release more than 3 videos a month. So remember to turn on notifications, subscribe, like the video, and comment anything. Honestly, I don't even care if it's negative, positive, or very weird. Just comment for the algorithm. So that's basically it. Goodbye.